Gemini, welcome to the channel today. This is a mid-month general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Gemini, I hope you're having a great start to the new year. Welcome to 2026. You know, Gemini, when I was preparing for your reading today, I got a strong pull, a strong message for one of you very specifically about a really chaotic situation that's going on in your life. And the message that I got was that you're very creative, and to focus on that creativity, use that creative energy that you have and really focus, use that to heal the chaotic situation. And when you do that, it's going to lead to healing that chaotic situation, and it's going to bring forward happiness and peace, and even energize the situation to move forward in a positive way. That's for one of you specifically. So let's get your cards laid out, Gemini, and get into your reading and see what messages come through for you today. What can we tell you for this mid-month reading? Bottom of the deck, Gemini, you've got the Page of Wands as your overall general energy for the reading. The Page of Wands is an enthusiastic, creative, what did we just talk about? This is that creativity, that enthusiasm, that vitality that I told you was going to come back when you focus on your creativity. Anyway, there's a very enthusiastic energy, very creative energy. Let's see how this plays out for the remainder of your reading today. Wow, and this person that I was talking about they're showing up here, this chaos. Your current energy. What kind of energy are you currently sitting in? What's going on with you, Gemini? You pulled the Five of Swords. You know, this is a really difficult energy. This is definitely a version of chaos and conflict. This is winning at all costs. This is an energy also of feeling overwhelmed by a situation. It can be even a feeling of feeling defeated and wanting to just walk away and give up on the situation. Live to fight another day for a different battle. So yeah, there's some tough energy going on for you right now, Gemini. Let's see. What's your challenge? As if this wasn't tough enough. Gemini, what's going on? What's your challenge? Your challenge is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, difficulty making a decision. Difficulty trusting your gut. So the message for you in this challenge is finding a way to really trust your gut, Gemini, and that will help you move forward to make a decision here in this situation. Gemini, what's your motivation? What's driving you? What is it that you really desire? What is it that you really want? What's going on beneath the surface to really push you forward? You pulled the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, this is you being motivated by the long-term material outcome. Down the line, being able to make steady progress towards your material goal, to really see that manifest into the material world. Pushing forward and making steady progress. Let's take a look at your recent past. In your recent past, you pulled the Five of Wands. It's looking like this situation that we talked about that's got you in your current energy didn't just start, that this has been going on for a little bit here. This Five of Wands energy is an energy of conflict. It's an energy of, people not really seeing eye to eye. But you're determined to move forward, and you're looking, potentially looking at, the long game here. So at least you have that in your favor, Gemini. Let's see, Gemini, what's at the top of your mind? What are you thinking about? You pulled the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is really the fastest energy in the tarot. This is someone really moving very fast towards their objective. This is someone who's unstoppable, trying to get to the truth, this sort of truth here that they're carrying, or communicating the truth to someone. So you're really focused on potentially sharing the truth about a situation, and you're bound and determined, and you want to do it quickly, and that's what you're focused on. That's what you're thinking about. Maybe that's what you're struggling with here, trying to make a decision on whether you really want to share this truth or not. But you're really thinking about, rushing ahead and sharing whatever this is, or having this conversation about whatever this truth is. Gemini, what's coming towards you in the near future? You pulled the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is an energy of authority. It's an energy of control. This is the king of all the kings. This is the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles, all rolled up into one. They've all mastered those different aspects, different energies. They've mastered, the material, creating material abundance. They've mastered getting their emotions in balance. They've mastered the intellect, and they've mastered the creativity and the passion and the desire, and to be able to envision the future. So I'm getting that this is potentially you stepping into this energy of authority and moving past all this chaos, and really being able to take control of the situation and move it forward. Let's see, Gemini, what is your likely approach to this Emperor energy that you're stepping into? I'm not really getting that this is someone else coming in. I'm getting that this is you moving into this energy. Anyway, what is your likely approach to that? You pulled the World card. The World card is the completion of a major life chapter. You've learned all you needed to learn from the situation, and you're ready to move on to the next thing in life, the next journey in life. This is you inhabiting this Emperor energy, and you want to close out this chapter of chaos, this chapter of conflict, this chapter of everyone not seeing eye to eye. You want to put an end to it and move on to better things. Put an end to this conflict, put an end to this chaos and this energy, this difficult energy of battling and not really caring about the consequences, or feeling overwhelmed. I'm getting for you more than anything, just feeling overwhelmed by this. You're going to use this energy of moving into this Emperor energy to really put an end to that chapter in your life, so that you can move past it and start a new chapter. Gemini, what's in your environment? What are your external influences? You pulled the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is fond memories of the past. This could be a person of the past showing up again. Someone that you think fondly of potentially, or a situation that brings you good nostalgic memories. Sometimes it's related to siblings. Sometimes it's just someone from your past that you have nostalgic feelings about, positive nostalgic feelings about. So that's something to be aware of in your environment. Let's see. What's Spirit's advice? You pulled the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of equal give and take. It's an energy of generosity. It's also an energy of humility to be able to accept a gift or accept support, or energy, like I said, of generosity. It could be a willingness to give of yourself, give of your time, give of your heart. I'm getting that Spirit is saying, when you're in this energy of the Emperor, be generous with your spirit, be generous with your time. Yeah, granted, you're going to be taking control of the situation, using your authority that you're stepping into to take control of the situation, whatever this is. The Spirit is saying, be generous and be fair and be equitable about the decisions that you make when you step into this power and authority. Let's see. Gemini, what's the potential outcome if you follow your likely approach of the world energy, world card energy, with regard to you stepping into this Emperor energy? You're wanting to really close out this chapter of chaos and conflict. Then what's the potential outcome in that case if you follow that approach? The potential outcome, you pull the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone who really pursues what speaks to their heart. So this is the new you after going through this battle and stepping into this position of self-empowerment and control and authority and closing out that chapter of chaos. Now you can really focus on moving forward towards the things and pursuing what really speaks to your heart, what brings your heart joy. Gemini, what's the potential outcome if you follow Spirit's advice of the Six of Pentacles, this equitable and fair give and take energy of handling this situation and being fair to all that are involved here? Your potential outcome is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is typically an energy of being really burdened by something, having a great deal of responsibility. But I'm getting for you in this situation, if you follow Spirit's advice of the Six of Pentacles and being really equitable with all that are involved here, then you're going to be releasing these burdens, releasing these responsibilities, and things aren't going to feel so heavy for you. And you're going to be able to move forward. Like I said before, you're going to be able to pursue, what really speaks to your heart. You're going to be able to really see, he's got all these wands that he's trying to get to the homestead here, off in the distance, to his home. But he's got all these wands in front of him. He can't even see where he's going. So, you're going to release those wands, lift them up over your head, throw them over your shoulders so you can move forward towards what really speaks to your heart. Gemini, let's get you a couple of oracle messages before we wrap up our reading today. Let's see, what else can we tell Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising for their highest good, please. What other message do we have for Gemini? Sun, moon, and rising. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, please. This one wants to come out for you. You pulled beauty, being able to see the beauty in all things, the beauty of what really speaks to your heart. That's what you're going to be pursuing. One last message before we wrap up your reading today. One more oracle message for Gemini. See, what else can we tell Gemini, please? Sun, moon, and rising. Let's get an additional message for Gemini. For their highest good, please. Oh, here we go. All right. And you pulled transformation. When you step into this emperor energy, you're going to be inhabiting your control and authority over whatever the situation is. You're really going to be really empowered to do what you want to do, of closing out the chapter, transforming things, putting it into the chaos, putting it into this chapter of chaos and conflict and transforming it, and moving into a whole new chapter of your life. I like the way you're going to be taking care of this and stepping into your, being empowered, Gemini. I do like this for you, that you're stepping up, and you're going to move into pursuing what really speaks to your heart. Be free of these burdens. Put this chaos and conflict in the past. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I really appreciate you, and we'll see you again next month.